Hey everyone, welcome to the Epic Fight mod. Today I'll show you how to get this mod, alright? Besides adding a unique PvP style, it also gives us cool weapons like this one. To get this mod, we just need to go to CurseForge, okay? It's a mod with 22,300,000 users today. The last update was on August 24th, 2025, 2 days ago. And it started on August 28th. Sorry, it started on August 28th of 2020 and it's October 24th. My mistake. So let's go to files, alright? In the files window, we'll select mod loaders, forge, and all versions, then choose 1.20.1. We'll click all three buttons, okay, and hit get file without any issues. To save the file, press Windows plus R, type app data, then go to roaming and Minecraft. In the mods folder, that's where we'll save the Epic Fight mod without any problems. It doesn't need any dependencies, so it's that easy to use the mod. Alright, how do we activate combat mode in the Epic Fight mod? The Epic Fight mod adds new animations and an advanced combat system to Minecraft. To activate combat mode, open the controllers menu, find the controls section, and look for Epic Fight Combat. Here we'll assign keys to switch between mining mode and battle mode. We use R key. Pressing R makes our character adopt a battle pose with new animations, otherwise it's normal. The G key lets us lock the camera onto an enemy, as you just saw. Now the camera is locked. If I release G, it stops working. Press G again and bam, it's locked. So it's like having an aimbot, as you can see here, right? And if I run, notice how the camera moves automatically. It's to make attacks easier on this opponent, though I'm not. Oh, it's hitting me now, see? Boom. Yeah, this can make PvP battles much more epic. Now, I think this aimbot feature kind of loses. It's meant to add epicness, you know? To play smoothly in G5 and create more spectacle without constant over-the-top fighting. But well, it's part of the mod, so there you have it. Alright, how can we set up keys and visual options in the Epic Fight mod? Basically, in the options menu under controllers keybinds, if we go to the Epic Fight GUI section, we have the skills selector and open configuration screen, which aren't assigned yet. Let's assign something to the N key, like show weapon innate skill tooltip. So if we press N, we should see the visual options, right? This mod offers a technical section with graphics and interface settings. We can assign keys from the visual menu, as I've shown, and toggle blood, enemy health bars, camera style, and all of this is fully customizable, okay? You can see effects like blood effect, export armor models, and complete shader. Then we have controls like camera auto switch off, long press counter. Well, there's a bunch of things we can tweak, right? We can modify the mod's effects if we don't like them. These options are fully customizable, but it's best to keep the default values to avoid conflicts with other mods, okay? Unlike mods like parkour, which offer compatibility with existing mods, this one doesn't. So it's best to leave things as they are, alright? Try to change as little as possible. How do weapons and combat classes work in Epic Fight? Epic Fight introduces weapons with unique classes and animations, right? There are light, heavy swords, and all kinds of weapons and tools. First is the light sword, the dagger, with fast attacks and combos, as you can see. Then great sword, slow, but with great range, damage, and hitting up to 5 enemies at once. We have spears, which allow us to attack from a greater distance. The dagger, is fast for burst attacks. I think the light sword might be the Tachi, I'm not sure. Yes, it could be, that's right. Here are the combos, short ones, which we can see accumulating on the right. We also have gloves, which basically let us hit with our hands. I'm not sure if there are gloves. Oh look, yes there are. They have a damage rating of 3. They can hit the enemy. We're seeing a bit of everything else. It has a normal attack and a special ultimate attack, activated by filling the bottom right bar, okay? Here it is, hitting enemies. Got it? So if I grab a trick and it's charged, there you go, you've just seen the ultimate, right? Those multiple hits, that's the ultimate, okay? Then we have the Netherite Dagger, which gives us, or should give us, a combo as well. There it is. It's Penetrate and Tear. Or the Netherite Longsword, which charges the attack and releases when let go, I guess. Let's see. Now I've got the ultimate. There it is. Just that upward strike. Or the Spear, okay? Well, each one has its own ultimate. Got it? How do I read weapon stats in Epic Fight? Epic Fight adds weapon stats, which is really interesting. If I hover over it, it shows key info like damage and impact, which is how long enemies stay stunned. It also shows armor negation. See that 10% there? That's the percentage of armor ignored and hit enemies, okay? Number of enemies hit per swing, in this case 2. We can hit up to 2 enemies with 1 swing. Basically, if we press shift, Okay, if we press the assigned key here in Epic Fights controllers section, if we look for Epic Fights, sorry, I haven't explained it very well, have I? I'll show it again. this option here, show weapon innate skill tooltip. Alright, so if I press shift, as I've set it up, we can basically, some weapons will have special enchantments like sharp for general damage, sweep for increased partial attack damage, or knockback, and others. Got it? It also defines a bit of everything, really. Armor negation, impact, and sweeping edge, right? It shows us a bit about those skills that weapons can give us, okay? Just keep that in mind. Alright, how do armors work in Epic Fight? Armor now has new stat. If I hover over it, you'll see the weight stat, which affects attack speed and energy use. Stun armor reduces the duration of stuns received. Light armor gives more mobility, ideal for daggers or gloves. Heavy armor gives resistance, better for great swords or axes. It just affects attack speed, okay? I think movement speed isn't affected, right? Movement speed stays the same, which is good. Changing it would have been a problem and made the game boring. More realistic, yes, but much more boring. Show you how to craft weapons and gear in Epic Fight. Some weapons can be crafted, others found in chests, okay? For example, the spear can be crafted with 2 sticks and a sword, as you see. The touchy, we can craft it this way. The longsword, which is this one here, it can also be crafted. The dagger, boom. Gloves and wooden greatsword are made like this. Gloves use simple materials and are the mod's fastest weapon. Weapons come in stone, iron, gold, diamond, and netherite versions. In my version, only these are available, okay? They're crafted this way, but can't be used for other crafting. So that's how you craft weapons, and none are found in chests. I thought some were. Let me check the stray hub. Maybe the stray ones, right? Or a stray drops it, I'm not sure. So yeah, it's that simple. Alright, how do we use skills and books in Epic Fight? Basically, the mod adds an RPG style skill system with skill books you get from killing enemies. These skills can be active, like new moves or attacks, or passive, which are stat boosts. So let's look at some examples. Here's what the book looks like. Demolition Leap, as it's called, lets you jump high and take less fall damage. We grab the skill book, right click, and learn. Roll step, basically a dodge or roll. Learn. It lets us roll. We just saw it activate. Not sure how I triggered it, honestly. Here, I'm not sure how the book worked. Now we're activating the Demolition Leap. We crouch and hit space. Boom! No need to crouch, just jumping work. Then there's Berserk, boosting damage and stamina. Players can equip 3 passive skills. If they die, you lose them and must get them again. To activate skills, we use keybind controls. Let's go to Epic Fight. Epic Fight UI. System combat, attack, dodge skill. It says left alt here. Alright, okay. So I've assigned a button, but it doesn't seem to matter. No, it's because I'm not in combat mode. There it is. You need to be in combat mode. Got it? Wow, the Demolition Leap. In combat mode, pressing the roll button makes you roll. Also, we can change other keybind controls, which I haven't done. But we have the right pattern, mobility button, and various skills we can easily change if we want. Alright, let's talk about customizing passive abilities in Epic Fight, okay? Here we have different skills, like this one, which I believe is an ability. We also have mobility skills like Phantom Ascend, which lets players jump higher and longer. You just saw it in action. This gives us greater mobility. Additionally, we have, if we press K, we can switch dodge for step, a dash move. See? It lets you dash mid-air for better mobility. Basically, it's a way to select skills, passive, mobility, and guard. We only have 1 control, so they give us 5 skills to choose from.